Welcome to Real Estate Riches, where Kathy Byrnes empowers realtors to achieve the success they've always dreamed of. Starting her career at 55, Kathy built a thriving business that offers the freedom of time and financial independence. And now she's sharing her journey to help others do the same. Whether new to the industry or looking to level up, this channel is your hub for proven strategies, inspiring stories, and the tools you need to grow your real estate business. Join Kathy each week to explore global opportunities, successful systems, and expert insights to take your career to the next level. Get comfortable, pick a video, and start learning. Your journey to success starts now.
Hey everybody, I'm Kathy Byrnes here with Real Estate Riches, and I'm excited to have a friend of mine, Josh Deering, on. And how are you, Josh?
I'm good, Kathy. I'm really good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited. I saw that you joined, and I don't even know how to say it, but you're commingled somehow with Serhant. And I watched the Netflix series and I loved it. Saw you on TV
Yeah.
and said, "Yeah, talk, man. What's happening?"
Yeah. So it's actually Serhant, but Serhant, it's all the
Okay.
same.
Well, that's good
Um,
to know.
so yeah, so actually I got connected with Ryan back in 2017.
Hmm.
Ryan and I were just we became friends through a program called, at the time it was called Sell It Like Serhant, the course,
Hmm.
and now it's Sell It. But I was looking for, my business really started to kind of increase at that particular time in my career, and I was
Yeah.
looking for an opportunity to kind of partner with somebody who I felt knew kind of where real estate was going and was already doing all the right things. And we all know Ryan and we all love what he does, and I think I
Yeah.
made the right choice.
I think you did too. So let's give a little background about when you got in the business. Your wife's your partner, and a little bit about where you work, and how it evolved before that necessarily happened.
Sure. So actually, funny enough, your daughter and I met at my very first firm.
Hmm.
She was our preferred lender that we used, and I didn't use her because I wasn't a real estate agent at the time. I was
Oh,
just an inside sales associate, and all I did was make calls out. Hundreds of dials a day I was making,
really?
and yeah, setting appointments for our agents, and that was with a small boutique firm in Mooresville. And then I
Who was
noticed
that?
that it was a Roost.
Oh, you were with John Mikish?
Yeah, Roost Real Estate.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so I noticed that I was making all these appointments, and honestly it was getting paid pennies.
Yeah.
I thought, you know what? If I can make all these appointments for all these agents, I can get licensed and I can
Of
do this
course.
myself, make, where the big money's at. So,
That's funny. I love
yeah,
it.
yeah. So that's where I started. Um, and then, I just started to grow my business, and then I kind of evolved into, as you're figuring out the business, you start to figure out, what are your best fits and where your alignments are with other
Right.
firms and agencies, and you grow and evolve. And so I kind of like worked my way up to Remax executive, and then I went to another larger boutique firm that we have like 300 agents in Charlotte, which is a lot. And then decided, okay, I really need to start focusing on my brand. So I transitioned to what is now Serhant.
Hmm.
So, and we're only a year in, really, very, very new,
Hmm.
but I'm a local guy. So Ryan, through the course, my business really started to grow. And I don't know if you're familiar with Sell It, but it's an
I'm
amazing,
not.
it's such an amazing program. It took my business, like, I mean, I was writing probably 30 something million with my previous company, because at that time Serhant wasn't a thing, and Ryan was with Nest Seekers, but he still had the program, and I really utilized the program like to its fullest. I was like number two to sign up, and Charlene and I would actually fly to New York to meet with Ryan in person and his team,
Hmm.
I grew like they dissected everything in my business all the way down to my social and
Wow.
gave me some amazing ideas that took my social from at that time, Kathy was I probably had 2,000 followers, and over about a 6 year span, I grew my followers from 2,000 to 15,000.
Wow. So
Yeah.
what is this sell it thing? Is that only now for your firm, or does he sell that separate?
It's for anyone who wants to participate in utilizing his kind of support. He he's basically a coach, if you will. I don't want to say
Yeah.
he doesn't really look at himself as a coach, but it is, kind of thing. But
Is it
um,
kind of systems? Is that what it is?
it's everything
Hmm.
from how to partner with uh how to partner with like attorneys, how to partner
Mm,
with CPAs, how to
mm.
utilize your sphere, how to get for sale by owners, how to reach out to expired listings, how to partner with builders, how to partner with developers. It's really cool. It's so much. And then aside from like what Ryan gives you, he has like other people in place that are what I mean by that is like how to get earned media, right? Because you see, like, here's like
Yes.
of like our real producers covers, and I was just in the New York Times. I got quoted, the New York Post, and then I've been in Global Magazine, and just like his team has helped me do all that, get there.
Yes. Yeah. And we're such a global economy right now, and we have to be visible. So it sounds like I'm going to check it out myself because you need to be visible. And I'm my focus right now is outgoing global referrals. I'm really in love with that process. And
Global, really.
yes.
Well,
So
then oh my God, Kathy, you have to check this out. So we are in Serhant. You're gonna love it. Serhant. So we just got back from the Sell It 2024, and 50% of the something thousand people that were there are all from out of different countries.
wow.
Yeah, so we do a lot of business with people outside the United States. That's just
Mm-hmm.
like when you're in development and you work with builders and investors, you know,
Yes.
your focus, as you know, you work with a lot of international agents and international buyers.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in just to kind of, and I don't want to go too down the rabbit hole, but you'll have to check it out. But we're in 136 different countries, and we're like 29,000 international agents.
Is this the sell it you're referring to?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yep.
Love it. Love it. Love it. I just joined global, oh, I always forget the name of it. Global marketing, global something agent. I joined it because there's 9,000 agents. I thought that was a lot, but this is very interesting. It had all the forms for the legality, getting permission from the sellers, because a lot of international properties, they don't have exclusivity. And so they don't necessarily want it being seen on the internet. So how do you market some of these other properties, right?
Right. Right. No,
And
I couldn't agree more. I think that's exactly why Ryan is very, very strategic with what he does. And he understands that the international market is a major market, not just for our luxury presence, but
right.
for our developments that
Yes.
we're working with. We have right now 26 developments all down the East Coast, and our one of our biggest is Mercedes-Benz Places in
Wow.
Miami. And Miami, you want to talk about international buyers.
Right? It's the new Dubai. Yeah.
That's right. Well, the other building, which is funny you bring that up, because the other building that was built by JDS developer, he built the Mercedes-Benz places in Dubai. And now
See?
the other one is currently in Miami, and that's who we are, the real estate firm who market that building.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I want agents to wake up to think bigger.
Yeah.
You know, there's such a fear mentality going on right now where people are so focused in their own little circle, and it's limited of what's for sale. It's limited mindset. It's limited. Let's
Yeah.
just blow it all up. Let's go global, people. So in the past 2 months, I've referred hotels to Portugal. I've referred a castle to Portugal. No, that one was to France, and an equestrian estate to Portugal. Millions and millions of dollars in outgoing referrals. I love outgoing referrals.
That's
So,
that man, that is great.
well,
And I think that's going to be the way moving
yeah,
forward. We're going to see more business exchange between the US and other countries. I firmly believe that. And I think with our technology, I've even seen, and you know where I'm going, not only, all the virtual stuff, but I think we're going to be able to, this is me and kind of like dreaming. I know people are talking about it, but I feel like there's going to be a day where I'm going to mail you some goggles or something, or you're going to have goggles and you're going to put it on and you're going to be able to walk through a house and I'm going to be your agent to
so
walk you
close.
through. And the house will be no different if you were here or if you were there, but
Yes.
no, right? The
I,
sky's the
I
limit.
100% agree with you. Matter of fact, there was just a thing on Bloomberg about the glasses. I forget which company did it. And Tony Robbins, I was at an event that he was at, and he said, I'm going to give you a stock tip. He said, I just sold one of my companies to Apple, and it was their 3D glasses
Yeah.
for doing things like this. So I said, I bought Apple right after that, as a matter of fact.
There you go.
There you go. No, I think you're absolutely right. The technology, it isn't slowing down. It's accelerating at such a pace that you can hardly keep up with it. And the
Yep.
truth is, if you're not at least attempting to keep up with it,
Yep.
you're gone. I mean, we'll blow you out of the water.
Couldn't agree more. One of the biggest things that we've recently rolled out, and one of the questions you asked me is, kind of why Serhant. But one of the biggest things, and you may or may not have seen this, but at Inman, Ryan rolled out our Simple program.
I saw something about it.
Yeah, so Simple um, is an app that we created. It's powered by AI, but it's managed by humans. And what we have basically advisors assigned to multiple different states of where Serhant is located. And currently we have 9. So I think we have roughly like 10 or 11 advisors. And every state has its own advisor. And so what happens is on the fly, Kathy, is I speak into my application and I say, and it is AI, but we have a advisor managing and making sure that we're changing the nuances of whatever we may request. Like, for instance, after this, I can say, hey, just want to follow up with Kathy. Make sure that you put her information into my CRM. Make sure you also send a follow-up email. I want it to basically say, thank you for having me on the show. I really enjoyed our time. And it writes it out for me and everything. And then usually within about 30 minutes, all of that is done. So I have a follow-up email sent out to you. I have a thank you email for having me on the show. I have you in my CRM. I didn't do it. It was automatically put in there by our AI. And then now you're in my CRM for as far as contacts that I will continue to kind of put you on my mailer, whatever it could be.
Sure.
So
Oh
just,
man, I love that.
yeah, that, I mean, we do CMAs through that. We do, order signs if I need to. I mean, whatever you can think of that you want, it can get done.
Man, I love this. That was genius.
I know.
Um, I think that it's the technology that's about to happen is unprecedented. I
Yeah.
mean, they're doing a really cool thing. I'm going to a convention for EXP at the end of the month, and they're doing what they call a hackathon. And they're inviting these techies in to come to the event, and they're going to give them assignments. In my vision of what these assignments are going to be are things that EXP wants to tackle, and they're going to give these guys prizes, heavy prizes for coming up with solutions that they need to have solved, much like this. How
Yeah.
brilliant is that?
Yeah. I mean, like you just said, if you're not staying up with the times, you will fall by the wayside.
You will.
I firmly believe that. You have to.
You have to. Well, here's the truth. NAR's going to filter out a lot of agents who are just overwhelmed or just can't pick it up, and then the industry itself just thins them out like crazy. This is a business that you have to treat like a business. Focus in. You did that when you got the Sell It program right in the beginning to help you level up. You recognized in the beginning when you were doing all those calls, hey, this is not the path for me. I can do what they need to get done. I already saw it. Let me make some my own money at this. It was just smart. Was your wife, did she was she a realtor at that point?
So yes,
Yes.
at that point, but I did drag her into this business, and I thank God every day for her, because I'll be honest with you, Kathy, without her, I wouldn't be here. I
Hmm.
think, I mean, this is just me. Of course, I'm biased because we are a husband and wife team, but I think husband and wife teams, I'm seeing more and more. Years ago, you didn't see that
Right.
many, but now you do. And the reason I think you're seeing more and more is the success that husband and wife teams have. And I feel like, not every man would admit this, but I grew up with two sisters, so I just had like women in my household every turn. But
Mhm.
I truly believe that there's a dynamic that women bring that men just don't have. Vision, like walking through a property and can see what it could be.
Yeah.
I think I have it to an extent, but Charlene, women just have that, like, they
She
just
gets
have
it.
it. And then, Charlene is extremely smart. She brings everything that I don't bring to the table. And I just think, it's a very, not only are we married and it's a good marriage, but it's a good marriage in business too.
Well, real estate is a funny life. It's a funny lifestyle. If you're not in it, you don't get it.
Right.
So, you're like, why do you work 24/7?
Yeah.
You don't get me. But a husband and wife who do the same thing, I mean, you're going to have to take vacations to try and stop
Yeah.
because you'll just go nonstop. I can believe
No,
it.
we do. And what part of the reason, very small reason, right? Because Charlene she was in radiology before she got into real estate. So it's not like she didn't have a very stable job.
Yeah.
She quit her job to come and do business with me. And it did skyrocket our business. But I'll say this, you know, she she knew early on, just the ways of how real estate needed to kind of move, in my opinion, whether it was, a lot of adapting from changes that were made into the contracts and things like that. Obviously, we deal, and then now we're look at like the NAR ruling and things like that. But she's a good person to kind of bounce ideas off of.
Hmm.
How do we approach this, or how do we approach that? And I think having that two-way street helps. But a lot of the reason she got in is because we were so busy, or I was, and if we weren't working together, I don't know if we would ever see each other, really,
Right.
because
That's what I mean.
you're never not working, really. I mean, like, I'll be at Panther games on a Sunday and I get calls, and it's either I'm going to stop and leave that game and go show that property, or guess what? Somebody else is going to show it, and then I don't get the business.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
know you. I get you.
I know,
I
I
see.
know,
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And that's why I always am jealous of these husband and wife teams because I mean I had a partner for 7 years,
Mm,
which is very different. A good partner, really good partner. And we had the same work ethic, which was important. And we had very different styles. She could deal with people that I just could not tolerate in my mind. She was from Long Island, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do business with them. And she go, I'll take care of those guys. I go, perfect. And
yeah,
the way it really worked in our partnership was I did the front end, the marketing, I got the listing, and I staged it all. And she did all the paperwork and did all the detail work. I didn't want to do any of that. And then when we got an assistant, then we could let all the buyers go to the assistant, and she was part-time assistant and buyer's agent for us.
yeah. Yeah, that's very similar to how Charlene and I work. And another way is we actually we go on every first appointment together. Everyone. After that, it's either her or me. But in that first appointment, Kathy, we're always together. And we start to, especially with buyers, we really start to feel out whether those buyers are gravitating to me or her. And when we've done it so many times, once we pick up that, okay, the wife actually likes me better and is gravitating to me, or the husband is gravitating to me, or vice versa with Charlene, we can find out in like the first couple minutes, no problem, maybe even sooner, 30 seconds, whatever. And
Yeah,
then I take the back seat and let her take the reins, or we switch it around, you
yeah,
know?
makes
And I
sense.
just, you have to say that we just know, we look at each other and we just know, and then she goes.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, this has been great. I really appreciate having you on here. And just so you know, everybody, we're going to have all of Josh's information. You'll be able to reach out to him, ask him all kinds of questions, and he'll be able to tell you everything about Serhant. And anything if you're interested in that path. Me, I'm definitely checking out that Sell It. I'll tell you that right now.
We love, honestly, Kathy, we'd love to have you. You're, especially with the volume that you do and all the people you know. I mean, you'll find that you're rubbing elbows with. I mean, there's Compass agents and EXP agents and agents from all over. Keller Williams. There's just so many agents a part of this program, and the program is we like to think it's like a family, but referrals and rubbing elbows with some of the best agents in the world, and you'd be a perfect fit.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right,
Yeah.
everybody. So if you like this, please subscribe below, share this, and ask questions below, but you'll be able to get in touch with Josh all over the place. Thanks so much, everybody. So thanks for joining me on this episode of Real Estate Riches. Wasn't that great? I'm sure you got a nugget or two. I know I did. So if you liked it, please subscribe below, share it with everybody, make some comments. We really find that invaluable. And if you're thinking that you would love to talk about this a little bit more, let's schedule a business strategy call. I'll have the link below. And let's see if we can't mastermind together and see if we can empower each other. That would be great. So until next time, signing off. Hope to see you on the next one.